What's up, you awesome people? I'm Julian, coming through with a music video review for you. Well, actually, it's 3 in 1. That's right, because Snoop Doggy Dogg has dropped a big one, son. And this one is a cool, 3 music videos in one short film that I'm going to get into each one. But it's Snoop Dogg featuring the Eastsidaz, Still Easty, which includes Hood Been Good, Ragtide, and Groove Bacc. Wow, yeah, this is a new one for me. I'm excited. I'm gonna dive right in and go, but just before I do, a link to this long-ass music video, which is 3 in 1, is down below. And please show some love and help support the channel to grow by whamming that like button and bamming that subscribe button. Thank you. Now let's dive right in. Whoa, that was really cool. Did not expect that. But yes, it's 3 music videos that all are kind of part of this one short film. But I would say it's like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. But the songs, I got to tell you, Snoop, you're still at it. You've been crushing the game for decades and you're still bringing in more fire. This, I will say, is a lot more of the Eastsidaz than just Snoop. Like, Snoop was really featured on the first track, but he's not really featured on the second 2, even though I know his hand was involved with everything. So let me just be very clear. I still think this is a brilliant move. Now, what do I think of the songs? Let's begin with the first one. Hood Been Good. I gotta say, that currently of the 3 is my favorite one. I think it's a great one to start off with, you know. As the title says, he's literally just reminiscing about how the hood has been good to him, and clearly, yeah, it has. Congratulations, Snoop. You've done good for the hood to be good to you, right? And it's just a cool way to kind of open the song. Now, the music video, Act 1, which is this song, really is just about Snoop being Snoop, and then I guess the Eastsidaz, who I gotta tell you, no offense, I've never heard about you until now. The Eastsidaz are kind of just getting together. So Act 1 is like the gang's all coming together. They got their nice car, they're in the hood, but like the hood does not look like what The Wire made the hood look like. Like, this hood looks quite nice, and you basically see the groups, the people all coming together. I was gonna say gangs, but I don't want you to think of like gangs and gang violence. No, it's like the gang, the crew, the team, the fleet. They're all coming together, you know? So that's really Act 1. A lot of great production value, a lot of great cinematography. I think the team behind this, so Snoop, you put together an incredible team, and everyone involved, great work. Not quite sure who directed this. I know, again, Snoop was involved with the entirety of it, but I'm not sure what he was, if he was producing it in a film sense, or if he was directing it. Who knows? But anyways, first song, banger. I thought it was a great way to kind of start it off. I'm like, yeah, I definitely dig this. Then the song, well, then it basically goes to a black screen, says the title of the next song, which is Ragtide. Now, Ragtide is my second favorite of the 3. Again, I like all 3, so don't get me wrong, but I'm judging them, so I'm telling you 1, 2, and 3, that's the order. Ragtide, this one to me kind of breaks formula. Like, it's the same cast. Snoop's not really in it as much, but the Eastsidaz are. But instead of like continuing, actually, you know what? Scratch that. It does work, because if Act 1 is the gang, the fleet, the crew all coming together, Act 2 is them gambling, spending money, just hanging out. So that does work. I was gonna say part 1 and part 3 seem more connected, but it's only because the car kind of connects them. You'll see what I mean if you watch the video. But the second one still works, totally works as like a 3-act short. And the second one is literally, like I said, them gambling, having a good time, like betting, playing, doing their thing. And then, hey, if you guys have money to gamble, do it. If you don't have money to gamble, which these people all do, clearly, then I would suggest not doing it. But hey, still fire. Then we go to the third one. I will say Ragtide, it's hard for me to say exactly what it's about, but I dig it, and I definitely think it's like a perfect mood for when you're playing cards or just hanging out with the homies or blowing your money, you know? The third song to wrap up this trilogy of music videos in this short film, I think is great, because now they're getting back to the crib, whether this is Snoop Dogg's mansion or it's just a mansion that they rented for the music video, or it's the Eastsidaz mansion, who knows, doesn't really matter. But the third one, it's like the team has all come together, they played their games, and now they're going to their home, and it makes sense. Groove Bacc. Snoop Dogg is 100% on this track. I will say he could be on all 3, and I'm not trying to sound naive by saying he might not be in the second one, but visually, he wasn't really featured in the second one. Visually, he wasn't really featured in the third one. He was visually featured in the first one. But the third one got his lyrics, and his groove is back. And it's literally about him, hey, his groove really never left, let's be honest. But anyways, the song, His Groove Is Back, still a really cool song, but I will say of the three, it's my third, the one I like the third most. But again, I like all three songs, not hating, just saying I like the progression that they did. And the third one, you know, is kind of like the wrap up, the conclusion. Not only is his groove back, but they're all in his mansion. I would say you see the Eastsidaz going up with some ladies, and you can kind of imagine what they're doing, you know, because they're slowly walking up their very fashionable staircase. I also love the lion statues outside the home. Like, obviously it's a very nice home, but it's also just a really cool location and a lot of cool kind of statues at that home. So yeah, they made a home, they're having a good time, celebrating. I would say partying, but don't get the wrong idea. It's not a visual party, it's more of like a psychological party. And I just think it's a great short film. And Snoop, dude, I love the fact that this man is so diverse, this man has so many talents, and this man is literally everywhere. Like, the fact that America's like, yo, Snoop, you represent us in the Olympics, I think's hilarious. I am very curious how much weed he was allowed to smoke at the Olympics. Very curious. But hey, that's for another day. What do you all think of these songs? What's your favorite? What's your opinion on the short film combination of all three? Do you like that, or do you think he should have broken it up into three? Because I think this is just a super cool short film that inspires me, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna take note, and maybe one day I'm gonna do something similar inspired by you, Snoop. Well, there you go. What is your favorite Snoop Dogg song? What's your favorite of the three? Let me know. And I will tell you, as much as I like these three, the Snoop Dogg song that's stuck in my head is the one with him and Eminem. Oh man, I'm embarrassed I don't remember it, but it's like From D2 to LBC, something like that. It's like, dude, you guys crushed it, and I love their opening skit. It just always makes me laugh. But hey, that's what I got to say. Let me know your opinion, and have a great day. Cheers, players. Forget them haters.